The internet has made many languages and methods of making websites and typical things you see. Whenever you go to your good old Google, the whole entire page you are witnessing is made in JavaScript and maybe other languages on the back end. That is just a typical architecture of modern day programming. Now, me being Max Syntax, I thought it would be a great idea to, flip the switch a little bit, try turning a little bit of gears, and I made a monstrosity as a result. Yes, I made a back-end front-end language route CLI interface. It has a whopping 2 stars on GitHub, and it's not even that good of a project, but if you want to add a star to it to make me look like I know what I'm doing, go for it, because I will gladly accept that. I took the gopher, I took Go himself, and it's like, yo dude, you want to have an experience, you want to feel something you haven't felt before? Well, don't worry, I got you. Let's throw you on the front end. Using some magic, I turned Golang into a using Golang, I turned it into a front-end language. And it's not as cool as you think, but just, it's not clickbait at least. This is not what I was working on. But if we go to the top of my screen, we notice that says Route CLI. Those who don't know, a Route CLI means Route Command Line Interface. Command Line Interface means you can type anything and get whatever you want just from the easy access of your terminal, right? That's pretty easy, CLI. So we open it up, and as you can see, we are met with a config. Bro, I've never been able to say this right. Is it YAML? 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 Bro, I literally have no idea. But if we take a good gander, we have our routes, and we have the templates, and we have middlewares. Oh my, isn't that crazy, right? This is not Go, in fact, but if we take a good look at our project, this is a CLI. How in the world does this turn into a website? Well, there's something called templating, and I literally added Tailwind into it as well. So you are quite literally using a back-end language to generate front-end handlers. So let's go run it. So I just type go run main. Actually, no, you can't do that. Go run period, and let's do a little help menu. Look at this wonderful, nice list of instructions we have here. There are only 3 commands. If you want to add on to this, please do it. It's literally in the description. I will accept a pull request unless you're trying to steal all my information. Don't do that. So if I quickly go ahead and start it, come on. I don't know what's been going on today, but okay, there we go. Now you started. We just run this and look at this. Just, oh, wonderful. This is called Tailwind CSS. Not something you typically know about unless you're trying to be full stack or front end. It's kind of well known, but regardless, we have a little button here for data, and this is where I need to add progress in because I haven't done this yet. But I was able to add Tailwind into my Golang routing command line thing. All you had to do is just make a handler that handles the files, and it's just all embedded into the binary executable. Now, funnily enough, I've actually found out how to do this off of some, I don't want to say it's a femboy, but I'm kind of confident it is. I went on the internet and I was like, okay, let's spell it right. How do I use Tailwind in Golang, right? If you notice, there's no other pop-ups in when you search this up because no one searches this up. You hit enter and look at this. This is like a banger website right here. How to use Tailwind CSS in your Go programs. And look at these avatars. You know you're being put on game if these guys are telling you what to do. These guys are girls. The whole entire point of Tailwind is you can just write class names and classes and you literally just end up getting built-in elements. It's really convenient. So you do this whole entire guide, you add your own commands, and then you are actually able to add Tailwind into your Golang project. I think that is one of the coolest things ever. I might try adding something, but look how much bloat this definitely adds. I was gonna add something where you can serve images because look at this aura right here. Come on, dude. You want that on your website? Yes, so do I. But there's kind of an annoying part about having anything related to NPM or JavaScript, and that is that config files are just ridiculous, bro. These are all just separate packages, and it would be pretty arguable that some of these are kind of just slop. Aside from the point, the actual interface for Tailwind is really easy, but there's not a whole lot to this project, right? You can just make stuff. So I made a little notes package over here, or rather a notes file, goal. Some of these may be AI requested, but for the most part, I just wanted to add as many features as possible and throw this on my GitHub. So we have basic handlers here, and we start to go down the list, and there's actually quite a few features here. And my goal is to implement a bunch of these so that I can just have a bunch of fun making the stupidest projects possible. But let's say I want to change out some of this data. You are able to do that. The hero text, you just call it, I don't know, subscribe to Max Syntax because he really wants you to, and I also think it is a good idea. So I just referred to myself in the third person and the first person simultaneously. Doesn't follow the rules of grammar at all, but I think the point still stands that you should definitely do what that sentence says right there. It's a great idea. Do it. I'm almost at 500 subs, dude. We're halfway to 1,000. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. There's a little heart for you guys. I'm definitely editing that out, bro. That was disgusting. Now, if I run this, let me go to localhost. Come on, bro. making data visualization is my next step in this conquest. I think it might be a little tough, but I'm willing to do it because, dude, it's fun. I'm genuinely having fun coding right now. I was in a mental conundrum. I didn't know what to do with coding. I was making little automation scripts with Python and Go, and I knew how to use them, but I was just struggling to find a purpose for these things. But I think it all just breaks down to what I started coding for. The internet is accessible to literally everyone, so what better to do than make codes that are accessible to everyone and thus have more problems to solve for everyone? Unless you want to be some, really obscure library coder for a Linux thing that maybe 5 people use. That's really cool too. You're actually helping them out, but I think this is just dope. So I'm going to make stupid projects revolving this topic. Anyway, quick video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have been pondering incessantly. I have videos coming out. They're going to drop. I've been making shorts, and for some reason, YouTube bugged out and gave me like 5 views on one of them. Thanks, bro. But I think they're putting in views now because they feel bad for me. That's fine. I forgive you, I guess. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Peace out. Take care. Have fun coding.